All right. I know 4 Christian women that have destroyed their marriages. I'll let this video right here play while I'm talking. Let it play on slow motion. 4 Christian women that I know for a fact go to church. 2 of them sing in the choir. They all claim to believe in Jesus. They all claim to love God, and like I say, they go to church every weekend. And these are women who claim to be Christian. And these women, these 4 women that I personally know, also told their husbands, "You don't correct the children, I correct the children." Now, 3 of these women had children. They fell in love with the man. They got married. They fell in love. They got married. They had children. And as their children were growing up, they told their husband, "You don't correct the children. I don't like the way you do it. I'll correct the children." One woman already had children, and she's been married several times. And I think this is like her 3rd marriage now. And she told her husband, "You don't correct the children, I correct the children." One of the worst things you can ever tell a man. Think about it. They fall in love, they get married, they have children, and the women tell their husbands, "You don't correct the children when they misbehave. When they do something wrong, you don't say anything to them. I do that. I correct the children." And the men, they can't do anything about it. In modern times, they can't do anything about it because they know that the woman has all the power. They know that the woman, all she has to do is pick up the phone, call family court, call the lawyer, call the cops, and have the man taken out of the house. Wife abuse, spousal abuse, child abuse. And it could be 100% lies. And I know these men. I know these children. I know the women. I know their families. Some cases I know their grandparents. I know the children. I've met all of them. I've had dinner with these people. I've been to their houses. And in most cases, I've been to church with these women. Yeah. And I know their husbands. And their husbands are, one husband is a doctor. He's been a doctor for like 20-something years. Another one is a technical engineer. Like he does engineering work for bridges and stuff like that. And I won't go through all of it, but these aren't scum of the earth men. These are very intelligent men who've worked hard all their lives. They've made themselves into something, like I said, doctors and engineers and EMTs and stuff like that. So these aren't like trailer trash men who abuse their wife and abuse their children. These are hardworking men that were told by their husbands, "You don't correct the children. If you do, we're done. That's it. You don't correct the children. I correct the children." And women don't understand. Women are so stupid sometimes, most of the time, a lot of the time, 99% of the time. They're so stupid. They don't understand that when you tell a man who has children with you, who wants to share the responsibility with you, that he doesn't have a right to correct a child when the child misbehaves, when the child is doing something wrong. He doesn't have the right to say, "No, don't do that," in his way. And women do have a problem with that. Women always have a problem with the way men talk, with the way men act. I've had women tell me, and this is a little side note, I've had women tell me, girlfriends and stuff like that, tell me, "What's wrong with your voice?" And you'll know women do this, girlfriend or wife. You know something is up when your girlfriend or your wife says, "What's wrong with your voice?" And you say, what do you mean what's wrong with my voice?" "Oh, well, it just sounds different. It sounds kind of harsh. Are you talking harshly to me?" Or in another case, I had one woman tell me, I don't like the way you're speaking to me. I don't like the way you're speaking to me. Let me tell you, when a woman tells you that, you tell her, hit the road. Get out of the house, get out of the car, or if you're in a situation where you have to leave and go to your house or whatever, do it quickly. Don't ever, ever let a woman tell you how to speak, what to say, how to say it, because when she does that, she's trying to put a leash on you. You got to remember, when in my generation, when you were growing up, you would say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am to your mom and father and to people who are older than you. But you would speak properly to your mom and your dad. You wouldn't raise your voice. You wouldn't speak harshly to your mom, because your dad would get mad. He would say, don't speak to your mother like that. Well, you're a grown adult now. You know, you've passed puberty. You've gone out into the world. You have your own life. And women who think they have a collar on you, they think they have a leash on you, they don't want you to act like a man. They don't want you to speak the way a man speaks. They want to control how you speak. And the moment you let a woman control how you speak and how you talk and how you express yourself, because men are men. Men have testosterone that fluctuates throughout the day, especially early in the morning. Your voice is a little huskier or deeper. You know, it fluctuates throughout the day. So sometimes you sound a little harsh, sometimes you don't. You know, sometimes you sound a little action orientated. Sometimes you just flat out tired, whatever the case may be. But we're all like that. We're all human. But the point is, a red flag is, when a woman starts to say something to you like, what's wrong with your voice, or don't speak like that to me, don't talk like that to me. Let me tell you, life is too short. Don't ever let a woman tell you how to speak and how to act. As long as you're not violent, as long as you're not aggressive, you're a man. You are allowed to raise your voice and speak and be passionate about what you believe in. And women don't want you to be like that. They can do it. They think they can do it all day long. Yeah, and I've been in situations like that where the women would act completely nuts. But the moment you want to express yourself, you know, the moment they think you're raising your voice or you're using words that are inappropriate. I've had a woman do that to me before. I don't like the words you're using. Well, if you don't like the words I'm using, then stop talking to me. I don't care. That's all you got to say. I don't care. Leave. There's a billion other women out in the world who will love to talk to me and love the way I speak and love the way I act. So I got off topic there for a minute. Women, I know 4 women personally, know these women, been to church with them, had dinner with them, their husbands and their families. I know their children, and these women have told their husbands, you don't correct the children, I correct the children. And women are so stupid they don't understand that the moment they say that, the moment that comes out of their mouth, they have destroyed their marriage. Literally have destroyed their marriage. Telling a man that he cannot correct his own child when their child has done something wrong, when their child has gotten bad grades on the report card, or has done something, misbehaved in some way, maybe stole something, or maybe used foul language or something they shouldn't have done. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. The moment a woman tells a man, you don't correct the child, I correct the child, they destroyed the marriage. And all four cases, the men have, it's led to divorce in 2 of the cases. Well, 3 of the cases, it's led to divorce. The 4th couple, the man hasn't slept with his wife in like 15 years. They haven't even slept in the same bed for 15 years. They don't speak to each other. They live in the same house. They live in the same house. They don't speak to each other. They don't have anything to do with each other. All because the woman said, you don't correct the children. They got 3 boys. They're all teenage boys now. She told them, you don't correct the children. I correct the children. I don't like the way you speak to the children. I don't like the way you act. Yeah. They destroyed their marriage instantly. You telling a man he doesn't have a right to take care of his children. Oh, you can go out and buy stuff for them all day long. You can have fun with them. But the moment your child does something wrong, he or she does something wrong, don't say anything. Don't do anything. That's my job. You might as well grow up the children might as well grow up in a house without a man. And let me tell you something. These 4 so-called fake Christian women who told their husbands not to correct the children, to leave the children alone. And these aren't abusive people. I know these people. I know the husbands. They wouldn't hurt a fly. They're just being normal men. And they wonder why in several cases, out of 4 cases, 3 of them ended up cheating on their wives. And 2 of them that I know of have left their wives for other women. I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? And the next one, they're still living together. The 4th couple, they're still living together, just like the first couple. They've been together for like 5 or 6 years. They're still together, but he's going out with other women. He's making his own life. He has no say-so over the children. He pays the bills. He goes out. He does his own thing. His wife has taken his authority, his leadership, and told him, no, you're not the leader of the house. You're not the authority of the house. You just pay the bills. All 4 of these women have destroyed their marriages. All 4 of these women are fake, false, fraudulent Christians. They're not Christians. With the moment they told their husbands, you don't correct the children, I do it. It goes against God. It goes against Jesus. It goes against the Bible. It goes against everything the Bible teaches about the family and the family unit. That the man is the head of the house and the woman should submit to the husband. Everything. These are very, very ungodly people. Ungodly women, pretending to be Christians. And it's a shame. It really is a shame. And the reason I chose this video is because you see all these women. There's one man here. All these women, a couple of older women, a couple of young women, middle-aged women. And they're all singing in the choir at church. Praise and harmony singers, let it rise. And I guarantee you these women do the same thing. Some of these women, maybe not all of them, but I guarantee you the majority of them, because that's what Christian women do. It's interesting when you're an atheist and you talk to your girlfriend or your wife, you can be yourself. But when you're around Christian women, they want you to pretend. They want you to pretend to be something else. And that's all it is. They want you to pretend it's fake. You're not allowed to express yourself as a man, which is 100% anti-God. It's really anti-Christ. It's anti-biblical. For a man to have to suppress himself and not be able to express himself and not to be the man of the house, the authority in the house, the leader of the family. And these women wonder why. And I've talked to these women. And they say, oh, but my husband, he's cheating on me. I seen it on his cell phone. And I found out he was cheating with this other younger woman. And I seen all these text messages. And of course, I'm nice enough not to say what I really think. What I wanted to say, well, what do you expect? I've known for years. I've been to your house. I've had dinner with you and your family. I know your husbands personally. What do you expect when you tell your husband he's no longer the man of the house? Sure, you pay the bills, you buy all the stuff, you pay for the cars, but when it comes to the children, keep your mouth shut. What do you expect he's going to do? You're taking away a man's natural instinct, even in the Bible. I mean, every man in the Bible, or I should say 99% of the men in the Bible, real men, I can't stress that enough, real men want respect. They want to be the authority. They want to be the leader. Yeah, you have some limp-wristed soy boy fruitcakes out there who will fall down at a woman's feet and do anything she says. But most normal, and that's the key word, normal men want to be the authority. They want to be a part of something. When they're with other men, they want to be a part of the group. When they're with women, they want to be a part of the group. They want to have some type of membership, you might say. You know, and when they're in their house, they want to be the king of the house, the authority, the leader. And women are so stupid. I can't stress this enough. Women are so stupid. They don't realize that if they treated their husband like a king, like the king of the house, don't criticize, don't nag, don't act like a jerk. Don't put him down in front of his friends. Don't put him down in front of your family or other people. And especially don't let other people say bad things about your husband. But you treat your husband like a king, he'll do anything for you. Anything. Literally anything. You treat your husband like the Bible tells you to treat your husband, do anything for you. He would die for you. And there's many stories throughout history, including the Bible, many thousands of stories throughout the past thousands and thousands of years where men have done anything for a woman just because she treated him with respect, treated him like a king. And he would do anything for you. Literally, any man would. You start chipping away at his ego and his prestige and his leadership, and you start making him feel like he's less, that he's not number one in your life, he won't be number one in your life. He's going to be number one in someone else's life. That's just a fact. You treat your husband like a king, he'll go out and buy you cars, he'll work 2 or 3 jobs, he'll do whatever it takes to make you the happiest woman in the world. Women are so stupid, they just don't get that. You know, women, like I said in my other video, women with boyfriends, women with husbands, after they've been with their boyfriend for X amount of time or their husband for X amount of time, they want to they might see like Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or some good looking guy on TV or in a movie or maybe even in public. You know, and they might make a comment like, oh, he's a handsome man, he's a good looking man, and this and that. Has nothing to do with security. Your husband can be married to you for 1 month or 10 years or 50 years or 100 years. He doesn't want to hear how you think about other men. Whether you think they're good looking or not, or whether you think they have a nice butt or how muscular they are. Your husband doesn't want to hear that. The man wants to be the sole provider. He wants to be the king of the house. Men are territorial. They're territorial with the house, with the car, with the stuff they had, the stuff they own. They're territorial with their girlfriends and their wives. They don't want to hear how attracted you are to some good-looking guy you've seen in a movie or a TV show or at work or at school or anywhere else. The moment you do that, you're bruising his ego. It would be no different than him talking about how beautiful the breasts are of the next door neighbor, or how beautiful her ass is, or you've seen her, or how he's seen some beautiful college girl wearing a bikini. You wouldn't like it, or a normal person wouldn't like it. And you're definitely not going to like it if he goes out cheating on you. Women are so stupid. They have it so easy. All they have to do is treat their husband like a king, which very little effort. I mean, most men are just want to be left alone. They want to chill out. They want to watch videos. They want to go fishing. They want to play the computer games, Xbox, PlayStation. You know, most men just want to, do their 9-to-5 job at work or school or whatever. They don't want to cause any problems. They don't want any drama. And a woman, you think about this. We'll just say we'll just come up 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. Both people work or at school, in college or whatever. A woman has to put maybe 30 minutes of her time or maybe 1 hour of her day into making her boyfriend or husband feel like he's number one in her life. That's it. 30 minutes, 1 hour. And that man would do backflips all day long to do anything for her. Anything. Jewelry, cars, trips around the world to exotic islands, beautiful houses, whatever she wanted. But women, I may have to make another video. I've already gotten way off topic. But these women have destroyed their marriages simply by saying, you don't correct the children, I correct the children. Ungodly, unbiblical, it's anti-Christ, it's against God. And these women are fake Christians. They don't read the Bible. Women don't read the Bible. That's just a fact of life. Women don't watch the news. Women are not interested in the news or politics. Women are not interested in history and science. That's why they don't have very many women in those fields. And women, when it comes to the Bible, they don't read the Bible. They don't study the Bible. They just want to hear other people say good stuff about the Bible. They want to hear all the good stuff. They don't want to hear all the hardcore facts about the Bible. And it's a shame. It's a real shame that most marriages are destroyed. Most Christian marriages are destroyed by fake Christian women who claim to be Christian. If they were truly Christian, they would never, ever tell their husband, you don't correct the children, I do that. That's my job. I don't like the way you do that. You just buy stuff for them. You pay the bills. When they misbehave, don't say one word to them, because if you do, you're out of the house. You end up paying me alimony and child support. You'll lose the house. You lose the car. Men can't do anything. It's a no-win situation. The moment he starts arguing with his wife, she can lie, and Christian women do lie. They do cheat. They do lie. They are extreme hypocrites. Just like everybody else. They put on a facade of being pious. But Christian women know just like any other woman in the world knows. Matter of fact, I read a study that out of 100% of all the divorces in the United States, something like 70 to 75% of all divorces are initiated by women. Now, I didn't read whether Christian women. I'm sure it's the same thing for Christian women. All Christian women who claim to be Christian, ungodly, unbiblical, anti-Christian, anti-Jesus. The moment you tell your husband you don't have a right to correct the child. All right, so I rambled on long enough. Hope you liked the video. Have a wonderful day.